Welcome to today's class. Last week we discussed signature story. So if you have not watched that video, watch it before you watch this class, which is content that sells. Today's topic is going to deal on content that sells, like what type of content you need to create that can sell your business. So we have four-step formula. There are four-step formula to such content. So let's go. So my aim is that by the end of this video, you'll be able to create content that intentionally moves a stranger from discovering your business to confidently becoming your customer. Now, have you ever wondered, or have you ever looked at your analytics and wondered, people watched this video, they liked the post, they even shared it, so why didn't anyone pay? That is one of the biggest frustration business owners face. You start questioning your product, you question your pricing. Sometimes you even question yourself. So, but after reviewing different business owners over the years, I have realized something. Most content doesn't fail because it is bad. It fails because it's trying to close a sales before it earned trust. You are trying to close a sales before you earn the trust of your customer. Most business owners try to you treat every post like a sales pitch. You treat every of your posts like a sales pitch. Every caption ends with buy now. Every caption ends with buy now, order now, limited slots. Send me a message. But here is the question: why should someone buy from you today if you have never given them a reason to trust you? Why do you want me to buy from you today when all your content doesn't show that I can trust you, I can buy from you? Customers don't wake up thinking about your business. They wake up thinking about their own problem. Customer wake up thinking about their own problem, not your own business. So until your content enters their world, your offer remains invisible. If your content do not enter their world, your offer remains what? Invisible. People don't buy in one step. You can't post a bag today and expect me to buy it today. It's not possible. I can only buy today if I have been following you consistently. They buy through a series of emotional and logical decisions. Customers buy through a series of emotional and logical decisions. You can't post something today and you expect me to buy from you. No. Think about your own life. The last time you bought something, did you buy it because of one post? Did you buy it because you see me post it today and you buy from me today? Let me give you an example. I recently want to launch a particular product of puff-puff mix. I designed a flyer for one of our clients. So when I post the puff-puff mix, people start reaching out to me that, okay, I want to buy. Like I have like 4 people that are interested in the puff-puff mix. The reason why they are able to buy is because they've always seen me posting food, teaching, giving value. So they didn't just wake up and say, okay, I want to buy Mariam's puff-puff mix. No, they didn't. They make inquiry. They are willing to buy because they've been seeing my post consistently. So people don't buy in one step. Those people that showed interest in me, they've known me. They believed in me. They've seen the series of my behind the scene, the struggle, when I stop, when I pick up again. So it doesn't happen in one step. It takes series. So they bought through a series of emotional and logical decisions. And I want you to also think about this. When was the last time you bought something from just seeing a particular post from a random person? Probably not. You watched, you observed, you compare. You are going to compare, okay, if I'm going to buy from customer A, from business owner A, and not buy from business owner B, why? What is the difference? What is this customer bringing to the table and this B is not bringing to the table? You compare, you trusted. Then, if you've done the analysis, you've watched customer A, you've observed customer A, you've compared customer A, you've trusted customer A, then the next thing is you buy from customer A. Your audience behave the same way, which means your content should guide them through that same journey. Don't keep saying there's no sales, there's no sales, there's no sales. Look at what you are doing before you start saying there's no sales. So I have this brand pro content conversion framework. I use it and I call it the A.T.D.A Framework. The first one is attraction. That is attract. The second one is trust. The third is desire. The last T is action. That is my brand pro content framework. So let's break it down. We have attract, right? Attract. This one, your first job isn't to sell. You are not selling. It's stopping someone long enough to care. This attract, your first job isn't selling. It's stopping someone long enough to care. That means leading with something that makes them think, wow, I have experienced that. That is attract. You are getting the attraction of your customer. So the next one, after you've gotten the attraction of your customer, the next one, it is to take action, right? But we are not yet there. When you get the attraction of your customer, you don't post immediately and say, buy my product. No. Instead of that, you say, we sell beautiful, modest dresses. Instead of saying, we sell beautiful, modest dresses, this is not attracting anything. It's not attracting anybody. You can say, I realized. No, you start with story. I realized many women think modesty means sacrificing elegance. Can you see? I realized your thinking. I realized many women think modesty modesty means sacrificing elegance. Immediately, it creates curiosity in their mind. That is attraction. You've attracted them. Then the next one is trust. Once you have earned their attention, you've gotten their attraction. Prove that you understand the problem. Share your observations. Share the behind the scene moments. Teach. Answer questions. Tell stories. People trust businesses that consistently help them before asking for anything. You teach. You attract. You answer objections. Show your behind the scenes, your behind the scene moment, your struggle. By doing that, you are earning the trust of your customer before you even ask them to buy. Then we have the desire. The desire. Now, help people imagine life after your solution. Don't just describe the features. When they get your product, help them imagine the life they are going to get after you've given them the solution. Describe the transformation. Describe the transformation. You don't keep saying the features. Describe the transformation, because it is the transformation that we need. It is the transformation that is going to make people buy. It is the transformation that is going to make them see that, okay, once I get this particular product, this is what is going to happen after getting it. So instead of saying our puff puff mix is easy to use, that is common. Just say this. Imagine serving soft golden puff puff that your family asks for every weekend without worrying whether it will rise properly. Can you see? You've captured their problem. People buy the future they imagine. They want to be, so I can actually get this puff puff and it will rise. Let me try it out. You make them buy into the future they imagine. Then the next one is action. Only now, ask them to take the next step. See, all these things attract, trust, desire. It doesn't mean that you will do everything in 1 week and you expect people to buy you. Or you will do it today. You will do all these things today and you expect people to buy you. You are only joking. You are joking. You must consistently be doing this. You attract, you trust, then you make them desire before you ask them to buy. Sometimes it might take 2 months before people start getting before you start getting the attention of your audience. Sometimes it might take just 2 weeks, but make sure, don't come and tell me that when I try everything you said for 1 week I didn't see any changes. Are you joking? Are you joking? Does it even work like that? So now let's move to action. Action can only take place now. So the 4th step, which is the action. Action. Now. Only now. Ask them to take the next step. Your CTA should not, it should feel like a natural continuation. Your CTA, that is called to action, it should feel like a natural continuation, not pressure. Example, comment clarity. Download the free framework. Book your strategy section. Send us message. That is a natural continuation. Not buy now, not order now. Now, I want to give you real business example. Let's take a fashion business. Your bad content that you used to create is new collection available. That is a bad content. Order now. That is it. Now let's rebuild. Let's rebuild it to connect it to our audience. Monday, a story about a woman who stopped believing modest fashion could look elegant. That is what I'm going to create on Monday. Then on Tuesday, you show the behind the scenes, showing the craftsmanship, showing the struggle. Then on Wednesday, explain how to choose quality fabric. On Thursday, show a customer's transformation, a review. Then on Friday, introduce the new collection with a clear offer. Do you notice what happened? The sales didn't begin on Friday. It began on Monday. So if you want to launch something, you didn't take us along the journey. You just post available now. New collection drop. People are not going to take you seriously. Now we have common mistakes. Which is mistake number 1 is trying to sell in every post. No, now. You don't try to sell in every post. If you are too salesy, people will not even look at your side. On the day that you didn't post a sales post, they will think your post is always about sales. So they will just scroll past your post. The solution I'm going to give you, instead of trying to sell in every post, is teach more than you sell. Teach more than you sell. See, educational content is very, very important. Teach more than you sell. When you teach, it has a way of making people come to you, demand for your service. Mistake number 2 is talking only about yourself. No. Stop doing that if you are. Your audience cares about themselves first. Start here. Talk about your audience all the time. Mistake number 3 is posting randomly without strategy. Content becomes noise. That is why I always make sure that every month I give us, for those who are in my Becoming a community, I give you content plan, because posting randomly can't take you far. It will just make you stagnant. Mistake number 4 is confusing attention with trust. Views don't pay your bills. If you're having 100 views, 1,000 views, they don't pay your bills. Trusted relationships do. When people trust you, they refer you, they buy from you. Now, implementation. Open your last 10 posts. Now, classify each one. Was it attract, trust, desire, action? Classify it. If every post is action, you have found your problem. Action is buy now, and order now, new collection is available. That is action. If you found that all your posts is always action, that is the problem. Your audience hasn't been taken on a journey. I used to tell us that take your audience through the journey. Through the journey. How do you take them through the journey? By creating a meaningful content. By showing them your behind the scene, the struggles and the all. They have only been given instructions to buy all the time. They are not seeing the journey. Now, I'm going to give you an assignment. But before I do that, I want to tell you something. I want you to understand how long the A.T.D.A Framework, how long it work. Because you can't come here after one week and tell me you've done everything I said in the video, but it's not working for you. No. How long does the A.T.D framework take to work? The honest answer is this. It depends on 3 things. First, your current level of visibility. Are people seeing you consistently? Do people trust you now? Second, the trust you have already built. Third, how consistently you implement the framework. Think of the framework like planting and nurturing a crop. Some businesses already have fertile soil, like you've grown your audience, they've trusted you. In fact, they recommend you to anybody, while others need to prepare the ground first. Don't rush it. So this is what I'm going to give you. Week 1 to 2, use it to attract. Your goal is not to sell. Your goal is to get more profile visits. People are going to visit your profile more. Comments. You are going to get more comments, more saves, more shares. More people saying, this is exactly what I have been struggling with. That is what you are going to use your first and second week to do, to attract. If those metrics improve, the framework is already working. Then week 3 to 4, use it to build trust. Now, people begin to watch more of your content, return to your page, ask questions, send DMs, recommend your content. This is where many business owners quit too early, because they haven't seen a flood of sales yet. You can't see a flood of sales. You can't see big sales when people don't trust you. Then that is 1 month, right? Month 1. Then we move to month 2 to 3. Desire. Can you see it? I'm giving you this so that you will not come back and tell me that the framework is not working. If you have been consistent from month 1, when you get to month 2 to 3, if you have been consistent, you will also notice more enquiries. People mentioning they have been following you for a while. Customer reference to previous posts. Better quality leads. You will start getting better quality leads, like better people to get to your to have your content, to have your contacts. The audience is connecting to your business with a solution they need. Then the 3rd month and beyond, that is months, maybe 3rd to 6th month, this is where you now start to saying people should take action. This is where the work the work compounds. You may hear things like, I have been watching your videos for months. I finally decided to reach out. I have been following you and I am ready to work with you. That is it. Those customers often convert more easily because the trust was built before the conversation started. I hope you get my point. What determines the speed? Now, what determines the speed? The framework doesn't work at the same speed for everyone. Remember that. Results are influenced by how well you understand your audience, the clarity of your offer. If your offer is not clear, the framework will not work. The consistency of your content. How consistent are you? The quality of your product or service. How easy it is to buy from you. A strong framework can't compensate for a weak offer. A strong framework cannot work for a weak offer or a poor customer experience. Make sure that your customer experience is top-notch. Now, don't measure only sales. Measure the progress. For example, 1 month, are more people discovering me? 2nd month, are more people engaging with me? 3rd month, are more people making enquiry? Then the 4th month, are more people buying and referring? When those indicators improve, you are moving into the right direction. That means the framework is working. But if you are not putting everything into practice, don't come to me and tell me that it is not working. So I'm going to give you one rule. Don't judge a strategy before you are given it enough time to produce meaningful data. Don't, like, you use it for just 6 months, or let's say for just 3 months, and you are expecting a result. Don't judge a strategy before you have given it enough time to produce meaningful data. Let it grow before you start saying there is no sales. For most businesses that implement this framework, the A.T.D.A framework, consistently with a clear offer and a regular posting, I will encourage reviewing results after 90 days rather than expecting overnight success. If you use it properly, always review your strategy after 90 days. That's long enough to identify patterns, redefine the message, and see whether the strategy is building awareness, trust, enquiries, and sales. Some businesses with an existing audience or a strong product may see enquiries much sooner. If you've been building your audience, if you now start using this A.T.D.A framework, you are going to see a result much sooner. While others that start from scratch, it may take time. It may take longer time to see the results. The key is to evaluate the trend over time. Let it take time, not a single post or a single week. So 1 post can create awareness. 1 month can build momentum. 90 days of consistent strategy can change the direction of a business. I hope that is clear. So the assignment I'm going to give you now is that within the next 24 hours, I want you to create 4 pieces of content. 1 that attracts, 1 that builds trust, 1 that creates desire, 1 that invites action. Don't worry about perfection. Focus on creating a complete customer journey. Then, when you have done it, come back and tell me what's changed. Submit your assignment to my DM. If today's lesson changed the way you think about content, don't let it die here. Subscribe to the Calm Business Classroom, where every lesson is designed to help you build a business people recognize, trust, and buy from. Share this video with another business owners who keep posting but isn't seeing the results. And if you like my free content conversion formula, send me a DM. Remember, don't chase visibility, build clarity, because businesses that are known first are the ones that get paid later. I will see you in the next class.